you can feel it. That there's not much oxygen in the air. Woo! Hello everybody, and welcome to my what to pack for Nepal and go trekking video. Yahoo! It's really hot in this jacket right now. Wait, what did you say? You don't know where Nepal is? I'll show you. There's our beautiful planet, and I'm gonna start zooming in. There's Nepal right there. So this will be my third trip to Nepal, and I absolutely love it. When people ask me, what's your favorite country, Ryan? A lot of times I say Nepal. First of all, I'm a mountain boy, so of course I love being in the Himalayas. But this country is probably the most exotic place I've ever been to. It's different in every way. The language, the culture, the food, the architecture, the religions, everything. It's like being in another planet in a way. You go to Europe and it's a little bit different, but there's still a lot of similarities. You go to Nepal and you are just like, whoa, this place is a lot different than the United States of America. And it's different in a really good way. It's a very gentle culture. I've never felt at risk in Nepal. Everybody is friendly. I would say most everyone speaks English, so it's a pretty easy place to travel to. It's fascinating. It's like walking through a National Geographic magazine. When I first went there in 2000, that was a long time ago, it blew my mind. I had traveled the world a bit, but I had never been any place like Nepal, and I immediately fell in love. Kathmandu is great and everything, but it's chaotic and dirty. They do have some cool temples and stuff, but what I really love about Nepal are the mountains and the trekking. I've done the Annapurna circuit twice, and it's my favorite place to just go and walk and be with my thoughts and be with Mother Nature and visit these villages out in the middle of nowhere. It really is like walking through time. The people that live in these primitive villages are living the way they've lived forever. My name is Ryan. Nepal is one of the poorest countries on the planet, but you might not really know it because the people are so happy and full of joy and smiley. Every time I'm there, it is so easy to make friends. This trip, however, I'm gonna go to the other side of the country and do the 3 Passes trek in the Everest region. And yeah, it's right here, or here. I don't know where it is. Let's see. There, Sagarmatha National Park, and then Mount Everest is right there. This is what I'm gonna do, 3 Passes trek. It goes over 3 high passes, over 17,000 feet. From a logistical standpoint, trekking in Nepal is really easy. You don't need to bring a lot of camping equipment because you can stay at tea houses along the way. So you can pack really light, which makes me happy because I don't like carrying a bunch of stuff. Everything that I'm gonna need for 3 weeks in Nepal is going to fit into this bag. It's not really that big, carry-on size, and that's the way I love it. I love going light, baby, and you will too. Here's the most important tip I can give you. Buy wool. It's expensive, but it is epically awesome. I wear wool with everything I do, not just when I go to Nepal, but you want a nice base layer like this to wear almost every single day. And the best thing about wool is it doesn't really stink. I wore one of these for 3 weeks straight and I smelled like roses. This merino wool little base layer keeps you nice and warm, it wicks moisture. You know what, I'll put a link to everything in the description so you can see my gear list. That'll make it easy, won't it? The second most important thing is a nice puffy jacket. These things will be worn pretty much every single day. They're lightweight, they pack up really small, and they keep you warm. And if you're trekking in the dry season, which I always do, October, November, you don't really need it to be waterproof because nothing falls from the sky. But if you do need waterproof, you can go with a nice waterproof shell like this. That can go over your puffy. And so on days when you go really high, like 18,000 feet, and it gets cold, you get all layered up. I'm talking about layers, baby. You want to be layered. Wool goes for underwear as well. You want these. You want these and you will love these and you'll probably never take them off. Sounds gross, but it's true. Nice wool short sleeve when it's not freezing cold. Good for being in Kathmandu or when you're in lower altitudes. Now I'm gonna rapid fire through a lot of this stuff. You ready? It's gonna be fast. Gloves, glove liners, buff, heavier weight trekking pants, awesome hat, Olay, camp towel, small day bag when you don't want to carry the big guy around, wool socks, sunglasses. The sun at altitude will just scorch your eyeballs. What's in here? Micro spikes to put on the bottom of your boots when you go over icy sections. Ugh. Speaking of boots, I don't really like boots. I like heavier weight shoes. Boots are just big and clunky. They suck to travel with. So I'm going with these awesome Adidas shoes. They're Gore-Tex, they're waterproof, and they're nice and light like a shoe, yet you have the support of a high top and a nice stiff sole. Water reservoir, biodegradable soap. Toothpaste, deodorant for when you meet mountain babes from around the world. Place to store all your memory cards. Selfie stick, of course. Hey, I'm on top of Mount Everest. Chapstick. Lightweight sleeping bag. When you go to the tea houses, a lot of times they will have blankets, but it's nice to have your own sleeping bag just in case they're low on blankets or it's really cold. Small camera. Lots of extra batteries. The tea houses have electricity, but it's good to have extras because you never know when you get to the most beautiful place on earth and then, whoops, your camera battery's dead. More wool underwear. Iodine tablets to purify your water. Vital. You can get purified water at a lot of the tea houses, but it uses a lot of environmental energy for them to heat it up and use firewood and, deforest the surrounding forest. That's no good. So if you want to be a low environmental impact person, bring iodine tablets. La cucaracha. Ibuprofen or Advil. You're gonna get a headache and you're gonna want this. Waterproof gear bag, blister kit. It could happen to you and you wanna be ready. Wool long underwear. This is a handy little travel tripod you can use. It actually has a nice fluid motion head. Ooh. And it can grab onto anything. You can put it on a tree, you can bend it, you can connect it like this and get a nice shot of you walking by. So it looks like you have a camera crew with you. That's what I do. Lots of cords and battery chargers. Money, you want lots of money. You never know if the ATM's gonna work, so you wanna be ready in case of an emergency and have some cash on hand. Oh yeah, baby! Extra pair of sunglasses in case you break your first pair of sunglasses. A nice lightweight journal. Dear diary, today I got diarrhea. Again. Passport. Duh. Headlamp, rehydration tablets, telephoto lens to film those beautiful mountains far, far away. One more thing, it just came in the mail. Give me a second. Do you know what this is? I've never had a drone, and it's gonna film all those beautiful things from the sky. Nice travel shirt, sunscreen. This is pretty much it. And it's all gonna fit in this backpack. And you're probably thinking, Ryan, you're gonna stink to high heaven, you're not bringing enough. But this is what I think. The lighter you go, the happier you are. That's just the way it is. If you have a really heavy backpack on your shoulders, you're gonna be hating life. I'm so excited. I'm very excited, and I feel super fortunate that I get to go back to one of my favorite places on the entire planet and just walk around beautiful mountains for 3 full weeks. It's going to be stunning, it's gonna be full of adventure, surprises, I don't really know. I haven't planned a whole lot. I'm just gonna land in Kathmandu, take a flight to Lukla, and start walking, And that's how the best adventures start. You just start walking or biking. I'm not gonna bring my computer, so I'm not gonna be editing while I'm there, but I'm gonna overload you with the beauty of the Himalayas when I get back, so stay tuned.